Hello friends, welcome to ThinkerViews podcast, where we share our book reviews with you. We enjoyed author Richard Osman's debut book The Thursday Murder Club very much when it was published in 2020. And we also enjoyed the second installment of the book when it was back with all the fanfare and the success of the first one. Called The Man Who Died Twice, the book came out in 2021 and we shared our book review on the ThinkerViews blog for the same with all the readers earlier in the year. And today we are sharing the same review with you in the audio podcast form. Let's take a look at the cover page of this book. Now, being part of a series, all the books will carry on a sort of a theme. The first book has red outline on a beige background, and the second book also is not very different in terms of design. Being an entry point to the fictional world, the cover page plays a vital role in making the first impression of the book. But here, the cover page is also becoming the signature, telling the fans that this book belongs to the series that they have loved before. The cover page remains simple, minimalistic, very much in line with the first book. The beige background is outlined with blue border, carries the title of the book, and the author's name is in red now. And also there is black and blue used in some of the words of the title and the author's name and the tagline. There is only one living element on the cover page, a small illustration of a wild animal, which is known for its cunningness. We like the simple cover page and the thoughtful imagination that is going to tie all these cover pages together for the readers. Let's take a look at the storyline now. The story picks up right where it left at the end of the first. A typical meeting of the four friends that form the Thursday Murder Club: Elizabeth, Joyce, Ron, and Ibrahim. And a stakeout outside the drug-dealing garages for police officers Chris and Donna. We are back at the retirement village of Cooper's Chase, and it has now got a couple of new residents. Douglas Middlemiss, who has come to this place looking for a safe hideout after stealing £20 million worth of diamonds from a crime-world banking facilitator called Martin Lomax. He also has an MI5 officer for his protection, who doubles up as a restaurant waitress, Poppy. Why Cooper's Chase? Well, Douglas also happens to be Elizabeth's ex-husband and been hearing about her adventures and about catching murderers. And it is to Elizabeth that he will reveal the location of diamonds and hoping for her help in liquidating those. By the way, the diamonds belong to the mafia and they will be landing soon in UK in search of these diamonds. People will be killed if these are not found. In an unfortunate incident, Ibrahim gets attacked by teenage criminals while he is on a day out in Fairhaven. He ends up in hospital, the mental trauma bigger than the physical injuries. And the Thursday Murder Club now also has someone else to find, Ryan Baird. Chris and Donna arrest Ryan, but he is let off as there is not enough evidence. While Elizabeth is still mulling over Douglas's request, he is attacked one night and Poppy kills the assassin. Two MI5 agents, Sue and Lance, now start investigating this murder, while Poppy and Douglas are moved to another safe house. Douglas requests Elizabeth to meet him there, but when Elizabeth and Joyce arrive to this house, they find that both Douglas and Poppy have been shot dead. Lengthy interrogations follow. On the other front, the Thursday Murder Club managed to get Ryan arrested again, this time in possession of cocaine. But instead of facing up the court, he runs away. The drug dealer that Chris and Donna has been chasing, Connie Johnson, threatens them and warns that their loved ones will get hurt if they don't stop monitoring her. So there are a few people dead. The mafia and their banker will kill whoever has the location of the diamonds. There are 20 million pounds worth of diamond on loose, and a dangerous drug dealer right at home. Will the dangers overcome the resilient spirits of our pensioners, or will they come out on the other side with no harm? You have to read the book to find the answers. Let's now share our thoughts and review of the book. When a book as phenomenally successful as The Thursday Murder Club, it is bound to inspire a series featuring the beloved cast and characters. It is also a challenge for the writer to prove their merit by producing a second book that is just as good as the first one. Well, I can say that I enjoyed this second book just as much as I enjoyed the first one. There is the old gang, which you think you know already. So Richard Osman pulls out a part of Elizabeth's past that we do not know. And then there are additional characters like Connie Johnson, Martin Lomax, Douglas Middlemiss, Sue Reardon, Lance, and Poppy. Most of them are very easy to recognize and like, with their heartaches, a sense of something missing in their lives, something to hide, and wishing they could miraculously fix everything. Setting-wise, we do see glimpses of Cooper's chase, but much of the story also takes place around it, in Fairhaven and Hove. The narrative is spritzy and things keep moving. There was only one place in the book where the chronological order didn't feel quite right to me. I'll leave you to read the book and find if you stumble across the same thing. Richard Osman's sentences are laced with this ingrained sense of humor that makes you see through the situations even when he weaves serious observations and messages through. But it is not all fun and games. Growing old is hard and gets harder as the world you have known and lived in, literally your whole life, is changing so rapidly. While Elizabeth, Joyce, Ron, and Ibrahim take a lot in their stride, that is, joining Instagram, playing for parking via phone app, they also find the world a dangerous place when young people are raised to be self-centered and cruel. Let me share some of the observations on the human nature that pepper the book throughout. One way or another, things catch up with you. There is no point moping. You get the life you deserve. People just want to turn up to work and do their job and not be reminded every 5 minutes of what they look like or who they slept with. No animal is better than any other animal. We are all just a collection of atoms smashed together, even people, even trees. And then there is loneliness. This is something that everyone is facing. Elizabeth with Stephen's dementia, Joyce with her efforts to match her daughter Joanna's world to hers, Ron connecting with the grandson and Ibrahim going into his shell after the attack. There is Chris, finally finding companionship with Patrice, but Donna is struggling with being alone. The conversation between Ibrahim and Donna is one of the best bits of this book. Everyone goes through tough times. Everyone feels low. They don't go bleating all their troubles to a psychiatrist. They cry on shoulders of their mates. The biggest mistake of all is to forget to live. While you hide away, safe and sound, the decisions you are too cautious to make, the loves you are too timid to pursue, many lives you miss along the way. So upwards and onwards they all keep going, chasing murderers, meeting international criminals, drug dealers, and spies, expecting double bluff and deceit around every corner. A trail of events so unlikely it throws you off the scent. Who would go to all that trouble? That's how I would get away with something. That's how you would get away with something. Make it complicated. To summarize, it is another absolutely delightful murder mystery featuring the spunky pensioners and their dependable friends. ThinkerViews rating for the series stays at around 8.5 out of 10. Please do let us know if you have enjoyed the Thursday Murder Club and their adventures. Are there any other murder mysteries that you have been enjoying and would like us to read and review and share with all our listeners? If you like the review, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and until the next time, thank you for listening.